What is up, guys? It is Cootie bringing you guys some Dead or Alive 5 gameplay. I'm going to talk about what I expect from Dead or Alive 5 or Dead or Alive Ultimate or the DOA company in general, because this is my favorite fighting game of all time. And it kind of sucks that this game doesn't get the recognition as, you know, Capcom Fighters or NetherRealm's Injustice or any other game that's in the fighting genre. This game people sleep on, and you know, it's a very fun game, but the way that this company, the DOA company, the way that they could, you know, vastly change how many people play this game by a lot. Like, they could fucking, the way that they could add a lot of people to play this game is by adding things that haven't been seen in many fighting games. Like, alright, let me tell you guys, what if DOA in the next gen consoles, what if they were to implement the Soul Calibur feature of creating your own character? Would you guys tell me that would not be sick? Tell me that fan base would not grow so much. Tell me if they would have added way more characters into the game. Tell me that would have kept a fan base. That's the issue with games like this, because people like fighting games with a lot of characters. Why Tekken is so big, I don't even understand why Tekken is so big. I've always been biased to DOA. I always like DOA more than Tekken. Tekken is a good game, but the reason why a lot of people play Tekken is because the amount of characters there are, because of, you know, I guess the combos. People like the tags, people like all of that stuff. And you know, I feel like DOA is a much better fighting game, but it slacks in comparison to the Capcom fighters and to the NetherRealm fighters and to, you know, the Tekken series. Like, it slacks compared to them, and I'm curious as to why, because this game is very enjoyable, but it's so dead. Like, it literally takes me like 6 minutes just to find the match on this game, and the reason being is because when this game first came out, it was hype. There was a lot of people playing this game. This game was, you know, there was a vast amount of people playing, and you know, after like 3 or 4 months, this game died. And the reason why is because this game doesn't have that basically feature that makes you want to keep playing this game. So let's just give an example, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Many people still play that game even when they got Injustice, and the reason why is because that game is like sort of like a memory holder. That's the only way that I could basically state it. It's sort of like a memory holder where you want to keep going back to playing that game because it's so enjoyable. Now we got people like Excalibur or whatever that they play this game constantly, and I give them props because this game, it is my favorite fighting game, but it's not. It sucks that the community is not as big. It was big in the beginning, but then it stopped because people got used to this game, and there's no new things coming out. There's not a lot of characters within this game. There's not a creating feature. This game, it kind of is dull in the fact that there's not much to do besides online, arcade, and all these other things. But it's kind of dull in that aspect, because when you get on, you know, Soul Calibur, you gotta create a character. You gotta, alright, and then let's see, in Tekken, you got like a whole bunch of, you got a campaign mode. You have a whole bunch of theater cutscenes. You have a whole variety of characters. In Marvel vs. Capcom, I haven't played, but you know, there's a lot of, like, you know, because you're able to be 3 different characters, so you have a lot of fucking variety in the game on which characters you're able to use, and that's something that honestly this game's slacking on. It's slacking on the basically the creativity and what they're able to put into this game. Because if they added a creative feature, imagine if they added that. Imagine if Soul Calibur was implemented with this game. Like, imagine if that creative feature. That's what I'm expecting when the next gen consoles come out, and if they come out with a Dead or Alive 6, I'm expecting for them to create, you know, a creating your own character feature, or add a lot of characters, more new characters besides Rig and Mila. Like, we don't need just 2 characters. We want a bigger amount of characters within the game, because that's what makes a game. Everyone loves playing as the majority, like a major amount of people. And the thing that I love so much about this game that people just sleep on is how balanced this game is. This game is a very balanced game. It is very balanced. There's no really overpowered character. Now, there is annoying characters, but there's no overpowerment because you're able to get out of it. And it's just, you know, it's so good. This game's so good, but it's dying. It's a slowly dying game, and you know, there's nothing I could really do about it but talk about it and hopefully gain a following for people, just to, you know, sort of hope that the DOA company or the people who made this game basically fucking work on the next gen Dead or Alive 5, because, you know, Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, I am gonna get that game. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like DLC, but it's just not the same as having a whole new game with a whole new features and stuff. So all I'm trying to say is for the DOA company to work and enhance DOA, because this is an awesome and great game that's so underrated. It really is underrated in the fighting game genre. So with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this discussion. Hope you guys enjoy my DOA gameplay. As always, peace out, cootie out. DOA is my favorite fighting game, man. We need that shit to come back in the next gen consoles. Peace.